This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And it's going to be the Clippers off the tip. And here's Harden. Out to Leonard. Launches it. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
B.A., there was once a point in history where we were talking about, is the 5-man phased out of the game? And all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Here's Brown, and that's good. His first bucket of the game. Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. 2 high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Now here's Doncic. Six to shoot. Out to Hachimura. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And it's Doncic missing. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. He spoke about LeBron James' ability to completely control the game. They want to set the pace for themselves and make LeBron and his guys play catch-up. Coach said we have to play our brand of basketball and not worry about who's on the other side. Play our game, set the pace, and we should be all right. Back to you, B.A.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Oh, they get a hand on it. White with a steal. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the tape. Played through the contact and scored.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And the basket by Holiday.
So many different ways that Holiday can beat you because he's got great length and size for a guard, and that allows him not to be afraid to mix it up inside.
Now, here is James. Six on the shot clock. Shoots a fadeaway. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
LeBron's skill level is so great. I mean, that mid-range is not his go-to, but he can do it all, so it looks like it's part of his go-to.
Brown, no good. Hachimura outside. Pass to Doncic. Over Holiday. Again, the Lakers.
Yeah, Luka's arsenal does cover the mid-range now. That inside the arc jumper is easy for him.
White on the wing. Here's Holiday. Down low. It's tipped. Pass to White. There's the three. It's Hayes with the rebound. And the Lakers have possession. Here's Doncic. Oh, plenty of contact. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. Now here's Cunningham. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Pass to Thompson. Inside. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. The shot. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And here's Brown for 3. And Cunningham pulls it down. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit to the paint. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about a minute into the first. Harris outside. Pass to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Harris, and that one's good.
That's a deep shot by Harris, but he is confident from downtown.
Boston on offense. It's a 5-point game. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Kicks it out to Hardaway. Pass to Cunningham. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Detroit.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend, and Coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 5. Brown with the steal. And here we go, the Celtics on the run to halt the run. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Duren.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Boston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
Ivey outside. Driving in. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Tatum from long range. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. The Pistons lead by 7. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Duren the screen. Here's Ivey. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Look at the IQ. Such a smart play for a young player. Ivey executed the pick perfectly.
Pass to Holiday. Boston, no good that time either. And it's Detroit with the ball. Duren the screen. Here's Hardaway. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
There's Tatum with the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Ivey outside. Pass to Harris. Now Cunningham. Pulls up on the wing. Tatum pulls it in.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Back to Holiday. Here's Brown. And Cunningham pulls it down. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Harris outside. Pass to Hardaway. Boston with a rebound. And here's Brown for 3. Unable to get that one. And so it's Detroit, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
To the inside. Here's Tatum. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Pistons. They've led by as many as 11. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. Back to Thompson. Pass to Schroeder. Here's Stewart. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Beasley. Pulls it from 20. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending. Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Schroeder with it. Still without a bucket. Ivy outside. Picked by Stewart. A nice shot by Ivy. And the Pistons lead by 12.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Over to the left wing. For three, Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Porzingis has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the Pistons with possession here. They've got a 9-point lead. Ivy outside. Pass to Cunningham. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard's teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And Porzingis with the block.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
White can't hit. Detroit leading by 9. Beasley with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Beasley misses.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Holiday, that one's good. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Pass to Ivy. Now Beasley, defended by Brown. Back to Ivy. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
And just active inside. Ivy's a guard who's more at home around the hoop, not the three-point line.
Here's Brown. Rebound Detroit. 54 seconds left in the second. Now Ivy. Out to Harris. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. And now it's an 11-point Detroit lead.
Some guys live in the corner, so you better get good at it. Harris showing you how comfortable he is right there.
Pass to Tatum. No good with the triple. The Pistons lead by 11. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Beasley. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. Rejected by Brown. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Detroit. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. don't go far.